Most agents, when a buyer gets declined by a lender, do one of two things. They tell the buyer to come back when they fix their situation, or they walk away from the deal entirely. Neither of those is the right answer, and I'm going to show you exactly what to do instead. Here's the situation I'm describing. Your buyer is motivated, has money, has been working with you for months. They find the right home, they apply for a mortgage, and then the lender comes back declined. The reason given is almost always one of three things. Income doesn't qualify on paper, the debt to income ratio is too high, or the property doesn't meet conventional guidelines. And what happens next is the most expensive moment in your year, because most agents accept that answer and move on. But here's the truth. A decline from one lender using one program is not a final answer. It's the beginning of a diagnostic process. And if you know how to run that process, or if you have a lender who does, most of those deals are closable. Here's the exact process I run every time I receive a decline file from an agent. Step one is I read the decline notice. Every decline specifies the reason, whether it's income, documentation, property, debt to income ratio. Each reason points to a different solution, and you can't solve a problem if you haven't diagnosed. Step two is to identify what documentation actually exists. Are the tax returns showing low income? Do bank statements tell a different story? Is there 1099 income that wasn't documented correctly? Is this an investor situation where property income could qualify the loan instead of personal income? Step three is I match the situation to the right program. Conventional failed. Is it a bank statement situation, a DSCR situation, or a bridge loan situation? The right program for the right buyer becomes obvious once the issue is identified. Step four, I call the agent with a clear answer. Either, here's the path and here's what we need, or this file generally doesn't work right now, and here's specifically what needs to change for it to. The last answer, the honest no with a clear roadmap, is worth just as much to the agent because it gives the buyer a target. I'll give you a real case. An agent called me with a buyer who'd been declined twice, once by a bank and once by a broker. The reason both times was the income was too low on their tax return. When I looked at the file, the buyer was a business owner who ran everything through an S-corp. Her personal returns showed almost no income because she wrote off a lot of expenses. Completely legal, very common, and completely invisible to a conventional lender. Instead, I asked for 12 months of bank statements. And when I did that, her monthly deposit showed $22,000. We applied a 50% expense factor, which is $11,000 per month in qualifying that income. Annualized, it's $132,000 versus nothing. In the end, she bought a home for $560,000 with 20% down and closed in 32 days. The two lenders who declined her never asked about the business account. They read the tax return and stopped. The agent kept the deal, and the buyer is now her best referral source for other business owners. The mistake agents make in this situation is they wait for the buyer to come back to them with a solution. That almost never happens. Buyers who get declined get embarrassed. They pull back, they stop returning calls. They honestly don't know what to do next, so they do nothing. The agent who keeps the deal is the one who takes ownership of the problem, who calls the buyer and says, "I'm not done. I have a lender I'm going to call right now. Give me 48 hours." That call, that act of ownership, is what separates agents who close tough deals from agents who lose them. And here's what to do. Number one, any buyer who's been declined in the last 6 months, call them this week. Tell them you've been thinking about their situation and you want to explore one more avenue. Most of them are still interested. They just stopped believing it was possible. Number two, tell me what you know about the issue, or let me talk to the borrowers directly. Almost every reason has a corresponding solution. And then number three, stop telling buyers to clean up their situation and come back. That advice costs you both a transaction. Tell them instead, let's find out exactly what needs to change, and then let's figure out how long that actually takes. I work with a focus group of agents who want a lender who fights for the deal, not just the easy ones. If that's how you think about your business, text me at 720-248-6892 or reach out at teamaronheim.com. Bring me the hard files. That's what I'm here for.